I guess that I worry about the side of Action PH. No, not really worry, but I guess no, it's safe. I don't mind that because I was thinking that okay, they don't have a CC lock, but been cooling off. They will go for a 1-1 only if they are on the red side. So right now they are on the red side, and I'm curious if
potential wave clear into the mid lane. And now thinking Action PH, what are they gonna do? Because they have the Ezreal and the Braum, the melee support can do something, but it's hard to go against a peeling type of champion with a Lux support being used by Disaster.
everyone's gonna go standard this time though. So no 1-1. Everyone's gonna play that duo bot. In nearby the Dragon Pit, though we can see a hard leash coming in to help out the Mundo as well. So here we go, everyone's just gonna be minding their own business and nothing much special, no aggressive kind of display so far for first few seconds of the game.
It's just a waiting game right now. Waiting for some items for the side of NXP, waiting for some items for the side of Action PH, and maybe thinking Action PH has the advantage a little bit when it comes to the Dragon lane against NXP, because that Ezreal's poke is actually too much to handle. So if that keeps on connecting with the passive actually being procced out by Riot, that's gonna put Kaisa in a very hard situation. But of course, if Uzi gets, the fast clear with the Lux, this may be the potential for them to go for a reactive play, a proactive play. And that just alleviates a type of disadvantage of Uzi having the late game potential instead of the early game.
Yeah, for sure. For now, just like what we mentioned, it's pretty standard, but both of the junglers are actually waiting somewhere in the mid, waiting for a potential gank to happen, but that did not happen. Obviously, a contest on this scuttler gonna go onto the side of Action PH, and let's see how this will go.
Horizon is too low though to go for some more fights. I think Action PH is happy with the Rift Scutter, is happy with the information that they've received, getting that Rift Scutter into the top side of the map, and they're going back a bit and they're saying, let's respect NXP for now, let's not go all in terms of a fight, and we're happy with what we've taken.
Yes, for sure. For the meantime though, the rotation from both of the sides are still pretty similar. I mean, as to wherever the priority basically is that, of course, try as much as possible to get the Scuttler prio that we've got. Both of the junglers actually eyed on the top side Scuttler. We've seen that actually being contested by the Olaf as well. Unfortunately, it was just Aim was in the early position because he started from the red to the blue and then to the Scuttler. Meantime, the Olaf had to go through the mid first before even going to the top side Scuttler. But nice attempt. They actually almost even managed to do so. I think what was lacking is to just stop is to stop Aim from actually moving forward that top side Scuttler, and I think that was kind of missed by the Orianna because the Seraphine as well in the middle lane was poking him out and just clearing up the minion waves, making sure that he won't be able to rotate in some other parts of the map.
And if we're looking at the vision game, I think Nexplay Esports has the advantage going in from the first dragon, right? They have the Rift Cutter into the bottom side of the map. They've gotten that ward into the hill of Action PH. So they have the information of where may be a gank may occur, and they have the information if Action PH actually wants to dominate the Dragon's Pit into the first objective.
You gotta love the position of the red wards in here from the side of Nexplay Esports, though I think the timing is just kind of off because it already went down right even before the dragon comes out. But that was very vital information just in case a gank might happen coming from the side of the Mundo in the bot side. So here we go with a potential fight that might happen again, but on the top side, so folks, it's happening in here and going back into the dragon pit. Here we go.
Echo is forced to flash her way back to safety, but the final spark actually only connecting onto Aim, as Aim still alive, but the regeneration actually too much to handle against Nexplay Esports. But still, APH doesn't want to let this through, and now it's going to be the Anchor connecting into Disaster. It's going to be the massive play. It's a Glacial Fisher going for the 3-man knockup as Nexplay Esports gets the Infernal Break, but the fight is not going to be over as we have 2-for-1 trade-off in favor of NXP. The Smite just to slow down Echo. We have the flash from Horizon going in for the body slam, and that is another kill going in for the side of NXP with a 3-for-1.
Yamada though. I think that was a bad timing though when he wanted to go for a backup, but I guess everyone will just help them or just back away and just go back into their own businesses, and that was it. So what just happened in there was that of course the secure from the side of Nexplay Esports, lots of fights has happened, but we cannot discount the poke that was given by Riot as well as Akos, Seraphine. But I do believe that it's too early to tell that Nexplay Esports already got the momentum in this game, because again we have to wait for Riots to go online, also for Echo to go online. And again, this is the usual, or the first time we did see this kind of composition was coming from Team Secret. And if we're gonna be basing it off from the kind of play that Team Secret has been pulling off, is that they make sure that they're gonna be rotating as 3 to 4 members of one unit before contesting an area, and there's really just massive protection onto their damage dealer, which was in the form of a Kaisa. But I did not see that though. Right after we go into this bottom part of the map, a casualty already has happened.
Yeah, Ryzen went for the 1v1 against the Yamada, but Yamada getting that kill off, or being killed off by Ryzen, is now able to build up the Trinity Force. He's now available for the first core item. Now the Rifter is going to be alive, so that was actually quite perfect for them. But still, it's going to be the kill for NXP. Getting that lead, or getting that gold for Horizon to actually build up for
Here we can see an earned contest by Nexplay Esports. Unfortunately, aim is way too low already.
Anchor actually goes for the connect onto Olaf, but that Ragnarok actually disables that CC, and now we have Olaf going through to the back end, getting that kill. It's Kaisa going for the double, and that is a 4-for-1 trade of in favor of NXP as they look to go for the tier 3 turret into the mid lane.
This is the problem when you give the contest or the vision or the position to your opponent earlier on before an objective comes up, because definitely whoever gets the early position in that next objective will have the upper advantage onto planning out, right? And not to mention, by the way, again, Trinity Force is already available onto the Olaf. Gonna be hurting a lot. He's got some he's got all the reasons to just go all out as well and just be upfront onto team fights. But yeah, going back to the discussion about positioning yourselves into the pit right before it goes up. Some will say, okay, let's let the opponent just start off and then we'll just follow. Yes, it can be done, but it also of course depends on the champions that you have in your composition. But in general, I feel like it is more important for you to be in the position first. Reason why is because you gotta prepare first as well. But for the meantime, fight is about to happen.
Ooh, final spark trying to go to kill onto lane, but not gonna connect as far. The anchor is not gonna push through as well. And 2-shot barrage. Gonna connect onto Ezreal indeed, but not gonna go through as Fiora once again gets picked off by Horizon. Now with the Rift Herald pushing through the Dragon lane, they have the potential to go for the tier 2 turret and get the gold, but first plate will only be done as a Shockwave with a 3-man knockup. Glacial Fissure to just delay the fight, but we have AIM just the right time to go for the response. AIM is now forced to back away for now as they're happy with the 1-for-1 trade.
Oof, here we go. 10k gold this time in favor of Nexplay Esports. The Sunfire is also... Oh my goodness! Was that a Killer Instinct that was just done by Uzi just to get the kill? And yeah, that was quite unfortunate for him though, dying onto the hands while just trying to farm in his own jungle. And BRK Infinity Edge already built up by the Kaisa. Gonna be hurting a lot even further later on. And we'll see how this will further go though. But for the meantime, again, this is a massive lead, Infinity. The question is now, how can Action PH potentially make a comeback from the lead that Nexplay Esports has gotten at this 10-minute game time. And again, we have an objective that is about to come up. I do believe, though, that it is important for them to make sure that they're going to be utilizing and connecting all those skills, all those CCs that they got in preparation for a clash. And I think the hard part in here, they don't really have a CC lock up against the species on the side of Nexplay. No one to just target lock either the Orianna or the Kaisa or the Lux. I think that was what's lacking as well. But here we go, Infinity.
Ooh, disaster is gonna be picked off, pinned down by the enemy team as they get the kill. And I like how you stated how Action PH lacks in the vicinity of single targeted CC. I think that's the thing. They're relying too much on the ultimates of Eiko and the ultimate of Simon. And with those unavailable, they can't get the pickoff against Uzi. And I think Uzi needs to be punished. And that is the reason why, typically, when you have an enemy team with the Kaisa, you go for a Vi. Because that's the thing. When that Vi goes for the Assault and Battery Uzi, that's potentially gonna get killed. And I think that is where Action PH right now lacks in terms of that one. But they can utilize this one in terms of going the 5v5 route against NXT.
Yes, they also gotta wait for the anchor of Aiko Seraphine because they just blew all the that up, just trying to kill Disaster. So we'll see how this will go. I think it's now just a few seconds before it goes up again, and looks like they're gonna be picking up Leandris for her already. So this is gonna hurt a little bit even further. But for the meantime, on the top side,
Just Chi 1v2, just pressuring in. I think they're utilizing the Baron buff, going in for the pressure into the Baron lane, pressure into the mid lane, and pressure into the Dragon lane. And I think right now, getting all the tier 2 turrets already down, they can now proceed into the mid lane and get that inhibitor turret. That is known for NXT. They've done it in the past, and they might potentially do it once again.
oh, look at that.
Ooh, the Anchor
the
connects
Anchor.
3, but no follow-up. Push-up Raj goes for the connect into Uzi, but there is no damage that could put them down. The Keita range is just putting the HP melted against Action PH with AIM and Eiko, the only one remaining as they have another league to live, but NXT is looking for all inhibitor turrets falling down against Action PH.
Yes, for sure. They have all the reason. And I think Yamada is having a hard time with a Fiora as well. Now, it's really hard to get into his passive because, of course, there's just a lot of